Isang magandang araw mga kaibigan! Narito na naman po si Shen-shen TV na magbabahagi sa inyo tungkol sa kwento ng pag-ibig. Pero kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking YouTube channel, paki-like lang po ng ating video, paki-click na rin ang subscribe button at ganoon din ang bell icon para lagi kayong updated sa mga paparating ko pang mga uploads. Chapter 4. Inilipat ni Nate ang school si Alicia. Siyempre nakakahiya naman daw na sa mumurahing school nag-aaral ang prinsesa ni Nate Sarmiento. So, walang pakialam kung patapos na ang school year. Basta mailipat sa magandang eskwelahan si Alicia. Thank you so much for entrusting your daughter to us, Mr. Sarmiento. We assure you that she be taken good care of. Nakangiting sabi ng school administrator ng super exclusive school na pinag-enrollan ni Nate kay Alicia. Miss Cruz was a young school admin. She was pretty and sexy too. Obviously, she'd been trying to charm the too formal Nate Sarmiento since they came into the room. I'm counting on that, Miss Cruz. By the way, this is Hannah Rodriguez. Sa wakas ay pakilala ni Nate sa kanya. Akala niya nakalimutan na nito na kasama siya nito. Kanina pa kasi nag-uusap sina Nate at Miss Cruz and he never introduced her. That she could only guess based on Miss Cruz's subtle gaze na nagtataka na ito kung sino siya. Yung pagtataka na nanghuhusga. Like how come a very handsome and rich man like Nate Sarmiento will have a garbage company like Hannah. She'll be the authorized person to fetch Alicia. Oh yeah, we do have a waiting area for Nanny, sir. Miss Cruz almost answered cheerfully like she was right all along that she wasn't an important person. She's Alicia's mother. Nate corrected her in his famous suplado. Look, napatingin naman siya sa binata. She didn't expect him to say that. She wanted to say thank you for saying, pero hindi siya nito tinapunan ng tingin. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Sarmiento. Miss Cruz apologized, splashing a little. Still, we have the same waiting area for mother and nannies. She looked at her in a way to tell her he didn't actually won yet. Napakunot noon naman siya. May problema ba ito sa kanya? Parang baliw lang. Just make sure of my daughter's safety. Tumayo na si Nate. Security is our priority, Mr. Sarmiento. Hindi na sila nagtagal. She proceeded to the waiting area while the ever-busy Nate, the businessman, went his way to his office. She didn't get the chance to thank him for introducing her as Alicia's mother. Paano kasi? The moment they got out of the admin, he dismissed her right away. So, she decided to just send him a message. Hannah, thank you for introducing me as Ellie's mother. You don't know, but it means so much to me. That went unanswered. He's a very busy man, and she just a nobody to him, so that understandable. Hi! Nakangiting bati sa kanya ng isa sa mga nasa waiting area. I'm Leia. Bago ka rito? Hello, I'm Hannah. Tinanggap niya ang pakikipagkamay nito. Pagkasabi ng pangalan niya, Leia looked nice. Maliwanag ang mukha nito at mukhang hindi yaya. Tansya niya ay panganay lang ito sa kanya ng kaunti, kung hindi man sila magkaedad. A mother, I hope mas nagliwanag ang mukha nito nang tumango siya. Thanks, goodness. Iginaya siya nito ng paupo, expressing how thankful she was to finally have someone to talk to other than yayas who were supposedly two and can never relate to a mother like her. Masyadong friendly at cheerful si Leia at nakakahawa ang energy nito. So, how come? I never saw you before. My daughter just got here. Sagot niya. Really? But it's the end of the school year. In 2 months, I know, her dad just wanted to transfer her. Kung siya rin naman talaga ang masusunod, patapusin na lang ang klase sa taong yon bago ilipat ang bata. But then again, wala siyang karapatan na magsabi ng saloobin niya kay Nate. Gugustuhin ba niyang magalit ito lalo? Let me guess, the Sarmiento princess. I heard it's true, my friend. Leia eyes grew wide. OMG, are you the wife? But no, I think he was supposed to be married to that actress Olive's Concepcion. No, so kahit saan pala talaga kilala si Nate at Olive. Ganon ka-famous ang dalawa. Just his daughter foster mom, she added a matter of fact. After all, mukha namang mabait si Leia. Sa pangangalaga ko, lumaki ang anak nila. Ah, okay. Tumango lang ito and didn't fry further, which she was really thankful for. Mukhang nabasa nito sa mga mata niya na sensitive sa kanyang usaping iyon. Anyway, I think she is in the same classes as my little set. Really? That's wonderful. Nagtawanan silang bigla. Hannah thought she really didn't have a friend beside Olive, so Leia might just be added to her friend list. Mukha namang gano'n na rin agad ang turing nito sa kanya. Ayokong ipagkatiwala sa yaya ang anak ko, so I make it a point that I watch over him. Leia continued, only child? Not in 5 more months. Wow, congratulations. Sad niya nang ma-realize na buntis ang kausap niya. Thanks. I'm so happy that I'm having a girl this time. Seth is so ready to be a kuya, she said excitedly. Suddenly, she felt jealous. Mukhang happily married si Leia. At masayang-masaya ito sa pagiging ina. She was a happy mother a week ago, but now everything has changed. And she just trying to be happy despite the fear that she just wouldn't see Alicia again one day. How about you, Hannah? Well, I have Alicia. She managed a smile and she knew by the way. Leia nodded that she wasn't satisfied with her answer, but nonetheless, didn't push on the issue anymore. Nag-focus na lamang ito sa pagkukwento at pagsasabi sa kanya ng mga ilang school rules which she found really informative kaysa basahin pa niya ang binigay kanina na handbook. But still she thought, she's fine time to read. Hindi naman nagtagal at uwian na ng mga bata. Leia introduced Seth to her and so she did with Alicia. The two kids as well exchanged pleasantries before departed. Sinundo sila ni Paul, ang appointed drive/bodyguard ni Alicia. Hannah, remember him to be the security na sumundo sa kanya noon sa gate ng subdivision when she met Nate the very first time. How are you coping up, Miss Rodriguez? Tanong nito matapos mag-report kay Nate na nasundo na sila doing just fine. She smiled a bit. Good to hear that. You know, Nate can be a hard sometimes, but he's a kind. He smiled as well, revealing white set of teeth, so he wasn't too formal after all. Medyo kailangan lang ng panahon para mag-warm up. Hindi talaga siya mabilis magtiwala. Calling him by first name. Best friend. That's how we treat each other, Hannah. He threw her a glance. Really? But you work for him. Nothing beat having your best friend as your boss. Proud pa nitong sabi. Wow! Your patient must be the long. Believe me, Nate is the one with long patient. He cut her. I have known him for like 20 years now, and I can say that he's really a good guy. You honestly don't have a crush on him, right? She stippled a smile. Puro papuri kasi kay Nate ang lumalabas sa bibig nito. Straight male here, Hannah. He answered, not the least offended, but I feel obliged to warn you about, she raised a brow, Nate has this charm that make a girls go crazy. Oh please, that's not gonna happen. As if naman na makakaya niyang ma-inlove sa lalaking kontrabida sa pagiging ina niya kay Alicia. Mahal na mahal ni Nate si Olive. At least I warned you. He is drug. Natawa pa rin ito. Well, then, thanks for the warning, Paul. She focused on the sleeping Alicia on the lap. Falling for Nate was not one of her problem because she's positive that she never fall for the man who wanted to take Alicia away from her. Ang problema niya ay kung paano mananatili sa tabi ng kanyang anak. Nate was indeed a very busy man, but he made it a point to drive Hannah and Alicia to school every day, at least for already 3 days straight. And it should have been a good thing, but Hannah hurt every time she sees happy Alicia was with Nate's company. How did that happen? She never mentioned the word daddy to her, so she wouldn't look for one. And Alicia never asked her about her father. Ala niya, nagtagumpay na siyang burahin ang anumang magkokonekta dito sa tunay nitong mga magulang. Nate in particular. Pero heto, a little over a week pa lang since Nate came into Alicia's life. And yet, parang forever na silang magkakilala. Alicia loved her daddy so much, it's already hurt. Dahil alam ni Hannah that when she get the chance na ilayo si Alicia, may hirapan na siyang burahin si Nate sa buhay nito. If she ever get the chance in the first place, Hannah always get the back seat. Dahil gustong gusto ni Alicia sa passenger seat, she loved pestering her daddy with random childish question that Nate will take time answering in all capacity. He could much as Hannah didn't want to acknowledge the fact Nate was trying his best to be the best daddy to Alicia. But then again, he didn't want her in the first place, so how could he go pretending he really liked Alicia present in his life? Hindi nga niya alam na buntis noon si Olive. Diba? Sagot ng utak niya. How's school? Nate asked. Mommy, saka lang niya na-realize na siya ang kinakausap ni Nate. He met her eyes through the rearview mirror. What's wrong with you? I'm asking you that question for 2 minutes now. He said, not really concerned that she zoned out. School is great. I think naka-adjust na ngayon ang anak mo. At marami na siyang kaibigan. Sagot niya. Practically talking to his back since he's already returned his focus on the road before them. E di mabuti. Bye, Daddy. Alicia kissed Nate goodbye, and so Nate did to Alicia. She helped herself out of his car para i-assist si Alicia pababa. Hannah, Nate called bago niya maisara ang pintuan ng kotse. Bahagyang nakapasok ang ulo niya sa sasakyan, so she could see him, her another hand holding the door. Let's talk. Tonight. Wait for me, he answered. Sige. She felt it a lump on her throat. What are they going to talk about? Paalisin na ba siya nito? Great. She closed the door and stayed watching his car disappear down the road. Her feet stayed glued to the ground for a good 3 minutes after Nate left. Mommy, she felt Alicia, little hand, tugging the hem of her skirt. Yun ang nagpabalik sa kanya sa sarili niya. Oh, sorry anak, sorry, she murmured. Let's go, Ellie. She was searching her brain endlessly throughout the day at what she and Nate could possibly talk about tonight. She felt herself tense every hour. Would he tell her to leave? Would he say he already found Olive in London and she's coming back to complete her family? She failed to calm her nerves hanggang sa sumapit ang gabi. It's past 8 and she's already tucked Alicia into her bed pero wala pa rin si Nate. The weight's killing her. It's like anticipating the worst. She was preoccupied with so many thoughts going inside her head when her phone buzzed beside her. It was Nate. Meeting running late. Guess we'll just have to talk tomorrow. Hannah, it's okay. I wait. She's better be staying up and waiting for him than lie awake in bed and wait endlessly till the morning comes. Tapos hindi pa siya nito makakausap bukas ng umaga at maghihintay siya ulit ng gabi. Hindi na niya kayang mag-isip ng ganong katagal ulit. Nate, your choice then. Hannah could almost see him shrugging his shoulder as she read his reply. So after an hour of being restless, she went down to the kitchen and made herself a big cup of coffee. May not be a good choice for someone who's been nervous all day long, but somehow, the coffee helped her stay calm. Nare-relax siya sa init na hatid niyon sa kanyang sikmura. Trouble getting some sleep. Paul spoke from behind her and she almost jumped in surprise. Magugulatin lang. Not really, she answered, offering a small smile at the guy who was in jeans and blue skirt. I don't know you sleep here. Do understand that my job is guarding the princess? He smiled at her ignorance. She wanted to slap her face. So, bakit gising ka pa? Iniintay ko si Nate. Ang sabi niya, mag-uusap daw kami. She was tapping her finger. Why do you look so nervous? He frowned. Kasi, her voice cracked. Her tears threatening to fall any moment. Kasi baka sabihin niya sa akin na kailangan ko nang umalis dito. He might not. Kunot noong saad ni Paul na tinabihan siya. I don't know if he will tell me to leave now. Hindi ko kakayanin. That little girl he called his child is my only family. Paul, she's all got. She's broke down. Mamamatay ako kapag nilayo niya sa akin ang anak ko. Well, hindi mo pa naman alam kung yun nga ang sasabihin niya. So, stop worrying. He offered her a tissue that he grabbed from the kitchen counter. Nate is not a bad person, Hannah. Hindi mo naiintindihan. She sobbed. He told me na hindi ako magtatagal dito. I can't help but worry. Alicia is my life. And I am afraid. He had already asked me to leave soon. And I never see my baby ever again. She continued crying, oblivious to the present, to the third person in the room. Hannah, you just got here. I'm positive na hindi ka papaalisin ni Nate. I don't know. I'm scared. I love Alicia so much. Just the thought of losing her child is already driving her crazy. Well, Hannah, I guess I better leave now. Tumayo na ito at tinapik siya sa balikat bago binulungan. Nate is here. Huh? Being a catch of guard, Hannah dried her tears at once and composed herself. Nate must not see how weak she was at the issue. Baka sabihin nito iyakin siya at mahina ang loob. You're here. She managed to turn around to find a gorgeous sight of Nate Sarmiento leaning against the kitchen table. His coat was thrown carelessly over his right shoulder. His white sleeves were rolled up to his elbow and his tie hanging loosely from his unbuttoned collar. His already unruly hair showed how he had been running a finger through it. Mr. Sarmiento, what are we going to talk about? Please, don't tell me to leave. Mr. Sarmiento, I know I've been quiet an additional load. Here, but please, I need time to process everything and convince myself that I cannot keep Alicia. Nagmamakaawang saad niya. I know I heard it all right. No need for panicking. Why did he seem so kind as he tried to calm her down? Where was the inconsiderate Nate Sarmiento? Who was this man before her? You heard. She looked at him with confused eyes. It doesn't matter. I was just going to tell you that. Already found. Olive. He walked over the counter to get a glass and poured for himself a cold water from the fridge. And she was on the verge of breaking down again. This was where Nate would break the news to her that she needed to leave ASAP. She's already married, Joss, he answered in London. A hearty smile spread across his handsome face. She remained silent, processing what he just said and how he said it. Like it the saddest things ever. She expected the wedding at some point because they were having a baby. But Nate, he was hurt. Halata iyon sa pagod na nasa mukha nito at parang bigla ay nakadama ng simpatsya si Hannah para sa binata. This was Nate Sarmiento allowing her to see na tao lang din ito at marunong masaktan. Dito na po nagtatapos ang chapter 4 ng aking kwento. Nawa po ay patuloy kayong manood sa aking munting channel. Maraming salamat po and God bless all.